Let me share something with you. Do you know men and even women who actually are cool and cute and amazing on the outside, but deep inside, you know they're hollow. And maybe you are someone who's like that, where you may have some success, you are maybe doing well in your career, but inside you feel that hollowness. And there are many reasons for that hollowness. I also felt that in my life. And the one big reason of this hollowness is to actually have sex without commitment. Now, you may say that, well, that's an old school language, it doesn't matter anymore. But that's not the truth. In all the spiritual injunctions of the world, Judaism, all kind of isms of the world, now I'm not a religious person, but in every spiritual language of the world, it is considered a sin or adultery. But let's forget that for a moment and let's understand from the neuroscientific point of view why you should not have sex without commitment. When you are vibrating in a frequency where you're having sex without commitment, you're literally sending that message to the universe: give me the sex, but don't give me the commitment. And a man, when he does not have commitment and responsibilities, will never ever feel fulfilled in his life, because a male's ego thrives on fulfilling his responsibilities. So when you are having sex without commitment, that's the message you are sending, and that will become your reality. The idea that you can have sex and then one day you can find a partner and you will be committed is actually just an insane idea which has no reality. Because look around you, the people who have done that, they may get into marriages, they may have kids. After some time, the relationship does fall off. That is the reaction of you having sex without commitment. But in reality, whether you believe in God or not, that's up to you. God has made sex to actually advance the evolution, advance the creation. And having sex with a woman or with a man who's your husband or wife is completely authorized. Even you feel that in your soul. But having sex with someone who's not your partner and still doing it, it is one of the biggest reasons why we are struggling in relationships in our current generation. So there are three reasons why you should not have sex without commitment. Number one, you will experience shallowness, hollowness in your life if you engage in having sex without commitment. How? Because the more you're only engaging in sense gratification, using of your body, this divine body that the universe has given you, in just personal pleasure. And the trick of the ego, this is what they call illusion, is that the more you concentrate on your happiness, the more you will become alone and lonely and depressed. The more you concentrate on expanding the happiness of the world, the more you will feel fulfilled. This is the secret behind Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Tony Robbins, all the people that we admire. They are so focused on service. The more they serve, the more happier, fulfilled, and magnetic they become. So when you are only concentrating on having sex for just enjoyment, pleasure, you're actually getting more and more hollow. And it may not feel it to you right now, but it will definitely come upon you. And at that time, you will not have the answer. And you will have that impression that you will not be able to ask for help. That's number one. Number two, as you engage in sex and have more sex without commitment, you will be afraid of commitment. And when you will have a relationship, you will be afraid or fearful to actually invest in a relationship. And you and me, we both know, if you don't invest in a relationship, you don't have a relationship. You only have a transaction. This is what they call situationship nowadays. So as you'll be afraid of commitment, you will either try to control that person and become emotionally attached, or you will try to avoid that person and let the person come close to you. Either way, the relationship will not survive. And I know your mind will tell you that this person is not right, she has all these deficiencies, or he is a toxic, narcissistic person, which is the new trend nowadays. But it is because of your own reaction of what you did in the past. If you show commitment to your business will reward you. It's law of attraction, simple law of cause and effect. If you show commitment in your work will reward you. And if you simply go to your work just to do your job and it doesn't mean anything else to you, the work will not reward you. It's the same thing in a relationship. If you're having a relationship, even a friendship that is without commitment, at least from your side, you will not have committed relationships. The third thing is you will get hollowness, you will get commitment. The third thing is you'll become lonely. You see, sex is the biggest material pleasure in this material creation. The more money or stuff you want to earn, if you're not spiritually grounded, you only want to have more pleasure. And how much cars you can enjoy, how much food can you enjoy. Ultimately, the biggest pleasure is sex. And when you invest in sex, but without having that investment, eventually you will get so fed up of this pleasure that you will become entangled. And as you become entangled and the pleasure is not satisfying you, you will start having anger issues, wrath issues, depression issues, and you'll become lonely because you will lose the courage, determination, and that spiritual strength to seek help, to ask for help. And at that stage, people commit all kind of stuff. They take drugs, they become depressed, they commit suicide. This is the result of that. The young generation who are watching porn and doing all kind of stuff, masturbation and sex without commitment, is the generation who's actually falling into the trap of depression, suicide. Because when you have enjoyed the biggest pleasure without commitment, without spirituality, and that is not gonna give you the happiness that your soul is craving for, the only thing that your mind suggests you in the very end, being so fed up and disgusted with all these pleasures, is depression, drugs, suicide. And I'm sure you don't want that. So look at all the successful people in the world: Virat Kohli, LeBron James, David Beckham, Novak Djokovic, Roger Federer, all these incredible people. One wife, one partner. This is why they're so ultra successful. And if you want to be like them, or at least have that kind of success and fulfillment in your personal life, you got to follow their path. Be committed to one person. Have sex with one person. And when it's grounded with love, in service, when you are so connected with each other, sex feels great. It feels life. But when you're just having sex just to rub the bodies without that investment, that sex will give you pleasure, but the karma will come in the form of pain. And since you don't have spiritual strength, the pain will eventually crush you. Be smart, be wise. Follow the people who are living a great life. You're not smarter than them. And if you don't follow what they are doing, you will not have what they have. And I'm sure you don't want that. So thank you so much for watching. It's an immediate need of our society right now to actually liberate yourself from this curse of friend with benefits and all kind of stuff that's going on, and actually become a loyal person that she's praying for, and become a loyal woman that he is waiting for. And you will always attract who you are. So become what you want, become at your being that you desire, and your desire and want will become true. That is the only way. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.